We said we are live on Facebook at Melody FM 1077. Melody FM 1077. Concerning today's topic, do well to drop your own opinion on the topical discussion this afternoon. And like we said before the quick break, we have our guest inside the studio with us. Who is going to help us unpack some of these issues. And we are joined by a social commentator and a public affairs analyst who has closely followed developments in governance, security, and national cohesion. Joining us today is Mr. Samuel Jimo. Mr. Samuel Jimo, thanks for joining us in the studio this afternoon.
Good afternoon. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
It's a delight to have you with us. I think this is the first time we'll be seeing you in our studios. Thank you for joining us. Sorry for we know how the traffic in Lagos can be sometimes. Well, you still find your way to the studio. We appreciate you. Thanks for joining us. Mr. Jimo, I am sure you are familiar and you are, used to, I don't know if say used to, you understand very well this particular issue that we will be discussing on the program today. For those of us at home, the topic that we are discussing on the program today: bandits on TikTok, kidnappers in our schools, ethnic tensions in our politics. Is Nigeria losing the fight against insecurity? That's a very big question. Before we even go further, Mr. Jimo, let me even start by that question. Is Nigeria losing the fight against insecurity from your perspective?
Well, clearly, Nigeria is losing the fight against terrorism generally, because if you ask me if we have intelligence at all in this country, and what is the responsibility of intelligence gathering? I mean, before an attack happens, there should be an intelligence.
Yes.
So what's happening with our intelligence agency? What's happening with the DSS? Why is it that every attack, it is after the attack they start reacting? What happens to prevention? What happened to their being proactive before such attack, take place? And it has been a recurrence. It's been a norm. Like it's becoming something we are used to. But it's just that the recent one, awakened the nation, and we can see how everybody is reacting. Like this thing is coming close, and it's time the government needs to take action and stop giving us promises upon promises without any action.
Before I bring my colleague into the discussion for today, I want to ask Mr. Jimo, when Nigerians see alleged bandits openly displaying wealth and influence on social media, what message do you think that sends to the ordinary citizens?
Well, it simply shows that there is no consequences for any action in this country. For bandits to go on social media to display money recovered through their activities, it shows that there's nothing you can do about it. The government is helpless, and you can see how the American government, they are monitoring the activities of what is happening in Nigeria, and you can see the way the government is reacting to it. Like, what are we doing about this thing? This thing has been going on for years now. This is not happening today. And for you to see the boldness of these people, they become bolder and bolder every day. And it looks like the government is even helpless. Today you will never hear about this again. The president went to Jos the other time, and he told them this will not happen again. But it keep happening. After that visitation, we've heard different series of attacks in Jos.
It's the social media.
Well, I don't buy the idea of the regulation, because it's a way we express ourselves. So it's not going to, and we have been fighting this thing. It's not today. The Buhari administration tried to regulate the social media, and we all know what happened after that. It didn't sit well with Nigerians, and the government even have to ban a particular social media, which is Twitter. And at the end of the day, what happened? What came out of it? Nothing. They just decided to just muzzle power. So that part of the freedom of expression cannot be taken away. But I think the social media platform needs to also do their due diligence in regulating criminal activities, because once you know that this person is using his platform for criminal activities, there should be a way of informing the right authorities. Oh, this particular account we suspect is from so country. This is the metadata, so that the security agents or the agency involved in it can also do the act on it. So that is what I think can be done. I mean, people do fraud, and how do they get them? How do they track transaction? And you know, there are ways banks even do it, and without without jeopardizing the whole system. So I think that is a way you can track these people and get them arrested or bring them to justice.
But some Nigerians will argue that if an average Nigerian who speaks against any sitting government or any sitting administration can be tracked down easily, why is it taking them so long to track these bandits? And some Nigerians will argue that the government knows, or should I say, those in the position, the security agents and the relevant authorities, they know what they are doing. They just decide to fold their arms and not go after these people, thereby bringing up excuses that these people are untraceable, they can't track them. Is it that we lack that technology to track these people, or should we follow what some Nigerians are saying, that the government or the relevant authorities are just folding their arms because it is kind of like a political game which they are playing amongst themselves?
Okay, that question is very tricky, but let me answer it to my own understanding. Now, I don't want to believe that there is no system that can track where the location of these terrorists. I don't want to believe there is. Probably, maybe, because of the sensitivity and around what is happening, and they are looking at, okay, where they are. They might not be disclosing a lot of information to the public. Maybe after the operation, maybe after successfully rescuing the people in captivity,
yes,
they will now start sharing information. But I want to believe that every machinery is in place, because if you look at, children are involved here, and if they bust in, it's not as if they don't even know, because according to the news and report I have been reading, is they have overhauled the forest. Like, they are just very close to where they are. They've not left that location. They are making those videos from. So I mean, I want to believe that they've located them, but they are just taking their time to see what the right time to take action.
I'm glad you started just now with the school attack. Let's switch our attention a little bit now to the issue of school kidnappings, which is becoming like a lucrative business for these guys these days. So I want to ask, why do attacks on schools continue to generate such strong emotions across the country, and what long-term effects do repeated school abduction have on education in affected communities?
I said earlier, it has become a norm in Nigeria. It's not happening today. It has been happening for years, and I don't see why a particular party who has been in power has not found a lasting solution to this problem. It's started from Jonathan. We remember Chibok girls. What happened? Have they been rescued? No. What are the lessons that needed to be taken from that event? I think they have not learned any lesson. So it shows that this administration is incompetent in the area of security. How will this continue? How long are we going to continue to have this repeated attack on our schools?
But the administration will tell you that it is a problem that was inherited. It's not something that was generated by the administration.
How long is it going to take? Buhari was there for 8 years, no solution. This is another administration, same party. Do you want to tell me that 8 years plus 3 years, that's, I think, is not almost 10 years or over 10 years? No lesson has been taken, no prevention measure has been put in place to prevent this kind of attack from happening. Is this how we are going to sit down and wait for the next attack? Some people are somewhere now thinking of the next school to attack. So what is our security doing? What are they doing? That's why I call on the intelligence community of this country. What are they doing exactly? I don't understand how we're going to have an intelligence agency in this country. Not one, not two. What are they doing? And they are being paid. Remember, The primary responsibility of a government is to provide security and protect life and property of its citizen. Why are we paying tax? We pay tax every month to get this. Is it the kind of treatment we have to get after paying tax? And from this tax, salary are being paid. Even the president is being paid from this tax. So they can't just be telling me, giving me excuse every time. You can't hire somebody and the person keep on giving you excuse for not delivering. So I don't want to take that as a response.
Thank you very much, Mr. Jimo. This is still Melody 107.7 FM, and the program is Burning Issues. And today's topic, which we are discussing, is bandits on TikTok, kidnappers in our schools, ethnic tensions in our politics. Is Nigeria losing the fight against insecurity? However, we are live on Facebook, where you can air your opinion concerning today's discussion at Melody FM 1077, Melody FM 1077, or you can call the studio lines, which are 0704 800 1077, 0704 800 1077, or 0906 201 1077. Now, Mr. Jimo, concerning this new lucrative business, so to say, with bandits attacking schools. Now, not only primary schools, a particular intern right now here, like in our organization, she was discussing. We had a topic concerning this new move of bandits, and then she said when they resume school, she's not going back because these bandits sent like 3 notes to the school informing them that they are coming. When they are coming or when they would attack the school, it is not known yet, but they've received these threat notes like 3 different times, which was sent to the school. Now, how does this affect the enrollment rates of children to school? Remember that we are fighting out of school children, trying to bring back these children to school. And with these new attacks on schools, how do you think it will affect the enrollment rates, especially in rural areas?
It's going to affect the enrollment rates. Because parents don't feel safe leaving their children in school. You know, I saw a video of somebody in Abuja on X. She and her daughter was outside with a placard. You know, there was a description on the placard that they should, rescue the kids, because the woman is even traumatized. Every parent is being traumatized because they can't imagine their child in the forest in that very harsh condition. And you can see some videos, even though they are very funny, some parents, they will arm their kids with different kind of charms all around them in their neck, and because they don't see, because the government has even failed in their responsibility. It's a failure of government. It's total failure of government in their responsibility. If vulnerable kids can go to school and they can't come back home safely, it tells you how unsafe Nigeria is. There is no washing about this thing. The issue of security, it's a very serious issue that this government has, and they failed in all ramification. If our kids cannot go to school with confidence, like we can't put our mind at rest that, our kids are in school, nothing, they are safe, they are fine. And you can see how traumatizing it is for people. They can't even trust their kids in school. They will be calling every now and then to ask about their kids. Are they in school? It's traumatizing. Nigerians are going through a lot already, and this insecurity is even another kettle of fish again. So it's traumatizing. It's traumatizing.
Having said that, if I want to get you right, it's so obvious that Nigerian citizens have lost confidence in the security agencies. But the question I want to bring out of this, Mr. Jimo, is how dangerous is it when citizens begin to lose confidence in public institutions and responsible for security? And do you think this insecurity have wider, or do you think these kidnappings now risk normalizing insecurity in the minds of citizens?
It's very risky if the government don't act. And this is the time to act. because it will get to a point people will start taking arms to protect themselves. When Nigerians are pushed to their limits, they will also react. So if the security agencies are showing that they are incompetent, I'm not even talking about the army, because sometimes I even think with the whole security insecurity we are having, these are internal security. Let's assume a country like Ghana decides to wage war with Nigeria. How do we handle it? These are internal security now. If internal security we can't deal with it, how do we manage or fight external aggression from other nations? So it's even it's to their advantage. Your enemy is to their advantage that already you have insecurity. Your country is not stable, so it's an advantage. Yes, to finish that government. So it tells a lot about the Nigerian state of security as a whole. So other countries, like I saw a video now in Cameroon, they sent in about 200 troops into the soil of Nigeria, into the territory of Nigeria. What are they doing? And we have security challenges. So it's to tell you that I have not seen any positive results out of it. They just talk and talk and talk, release press statements, no action. Nigerians are tired of these press statements. The other day, somebody spoke about, made a doctored voice note of the president. Yeah. We knew in 24 hours, the person was arrested. The other day, I think the ex-minister I mentioned the other time, 24 hours, they were released. When the security is meant for the elites, the ordinary Nigerians, we are not safe. Even a elected political official, we can see the amount of security men that follows just one person, protecting him and his family. What happens to the common man? What happens to those people in Ogbomoso? What happens to those people in Jos? What happens to those people in Katsina? There is no provision for them. So it's just like these people, it's just about their own personal security. It's not, and that's the reason why I have been advocating for Nigeria. Look, you need to hold these people responsible, because you are paying tax, and you cannot be paying tax and your kids are being kidnapped. You can be kidnapped at any time. It's coming closer now. Just a few days ago, we heard about the Mowe incidents. It's coming close, and we've been hearing, some drop of information about kidnapping, even here in Lagos. And it's now time for people, especially in Nigeria, to be aware. If you see something, say something. You don't have to just keep quiet. Don't be docile. Act. When you see something, raise alarm. Speak out. Because this time we are very sensitive, and you need to also take it's your responsibility to also take your own security seriously.
Okay, go ahead.
Mr. Jimo, now you talked about when Nigerians see something, they should speak up. Now we've had cases of, I think, from my own end, I've seen two cases of recent, whereby one from Ogun State, whereby a particular guy went into the forest. He saw a caturera, like a Fulani man, a caturera, and asked him to act like a bandit so that he can post the video. But this Fulani guy, he refused, and this particular guy called another person and then made a fake video, made a fake alert, an alert that bandits are now in their community. This is what is happening now. Insecurities everywhere. It is now in that particular state. And when it's created a chaos, it created tension in that community and in the states particularly, only for the security agencies to try look into the matter and found out that it was just a scam alert, or should I say false alert. Now, how if we are giving ourselves the free hand that when we see we should speak out, how do we now battle
that it was a lie?
She wanted to use it to pay off some debts.
So now she has been arrested. And
what about the
also
politician, the vice chairman of one of these local governments around that staged a fake kidnapping? She was apprehended recently. Yes.
So I think once there is consequences for this action,
yes,
it will reduce.
Mr. Jimo, I want us to talk about a very sensitive aspect of this discussion right now. Recent debates have seen increasing ethnic interpretations of security incidents in the country. Why is this trend generating concern?
Well, I'm not hearing this for the first time, because I have also tried to be interrogating some northerners. I don't want to mention any.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I've related to them, like, what's going on in the north. Most of them, they will tell me they are from Kano, Jigawa, and I was like, this bandit, that is this issue of kidnapping going on in the north, what's your opinion? And to be honest, they tell me they are not happy about it, that they, even as they are in Lagos, they see them as a threat.
Yes. Yes.
Sometimes they don't want to have anything to do with it. I say definitely, because they will assume that they are all the same thing, that they are all terrorists. So that's the negative effect is having on the north, on the northern people, because mostly this, if you look at the trend, there is a particular ethnic group
yes,
that rings a bell. There's a particular ethnic, and I think the area of education in that area, it's also low, because if there is education, proper education, I don't think those group of people would choose criminality as a profession. And it also show the role of government in that region.
But what dangers do you think arise when criminality becomes associated with ethnic identity? And do you think this ethnic profiling now can undermine the effort to tackle this insecurity effectively?
That's another tricky question. And if you ask me, let's start from why are these people doing this? First of all, why are they indulging in criminality? I will also say is the failure of government. Because if there is justice, if there is equity, if there is opportunity, job opportunity and everything a woman being or a citizen need, I don't think they would choose criminal activities. If they are well educated, if you provide jobs, if you are performing as a government, nobody. Okay, look at, why are we in Lagos? Why are we not choosing to go into crime? Why have you chosen to be at best in what we are doing? Why have we chosen the path of education? Why are we enlightened? It shows that something is going on in Lagos that is, the government of Lagos is, even though they are not meeting up to expectation, the basic things. So that's why we are not indulging ourselves in criminality. That's why I said, if there is no equity, there is no justice, it will give room for things like this. So I've never been to the north, but from what I've been hearing, from the research I have gathered, I've seen that, and that's the reason why you can see many of them, they will troop down to Lagos, and if you see them with cows, in fact they will load themselves on a trailer, because that side is not developed, and you can see the kind of job they are doing. Many of them, they are bike riders. If they are not bike riders, they are scavengers. And even the way people are saying them, they tag them as terrorists. You leave your state because there is no job opportunity. They are not educated. Majority of them can even speak English. Hardly can they speak English. So it tells you, and they have a governor. They have a commissioner. They have commissioner for education. What are they doing? Who are those people asking them questions? Do they have any pressure group in that state, holding the government accountable, because if the whole citizen of that state is not educated, how can they hold the government accountable?
Thank you very much, Mr. Sam St. Jimo. Now, let's go back to social media and still concerning this ethnic conversation. Now, how has social media helped in this ethnic tension, or how has it contributed to it? Because we know that social media is a place of conversations from different places around Nigeria. Now, does this social media conversation sometimes worsen the ethnic tensions which we are facing right now, or what impact or what parts has social media played concerning these ethnic tensions?
I think all over the world, we human beings, we are territorial. All over the world, not only in Nigeria. So everybody is always like, this is my territory, this is my territory. Even in Lagos, we see other people from other states, they want to contest for a role, a political office in Lagos. And you see the indigenes, the indigenes of Lagos, like, no, you cannot be our governor. Those are from the east. You see people from the east trying to become a Lagos State House of Assembly member, and the people in Lagos will tell you. So it's a global thing. It's not only within the Nigerian states. I can't go, even in the UK, we have Nigerians who aspire to hold political office, and we see what the British people do. So it's a global thing. Not, I don't want us to call it to make it look like, oh, it's only in Nigeria. No. It also happened even in America. I saw a man. He came from the Asia, and he's a senator in the US, in the parliament, and he has been, they have been showing him a lot of hate, telling him to go back to his country, and he was like, look, I have served in the army for 20 years. Tell me what it means to be loyal to a country. This is my home. This is where I feel comfortable. You now telling me to go back to my country. That means the service, he even had an injury for that country. So, it's a global thing. It's not, we should not make it look like it's a Nigerian thing. Within our Nigerian space too, yes, we have the Ijebus, we have the Abeokutas, and we know the kind of fights, even from the olden days. We heard the story of Ilorin and Oyo and all those, the territorial fights and all that. It's a global thing. So don't let us make it like it's a local thing. It's a global thing.
Mr. Samuel Jima, I would like to ask you this question. That it's like a two in one question. How can
their salaries? And I mentioned to you the other time, if you employ somebody and the person is not, meeting up his targets, or is not delivering on his responsibility, what do you do to that person? It's either you get him fired and look for someone else to do the job for you. So I think it's high time people start making up their mind on what to do. The power is in our hands. That's how I'll answer that question.
Okay, Mr. Jimo, so you've been talking about our government being proactive. Now, with the incidents,
is our government really proactive? Because from all indications and in foreign trend, our government has been more reactive than being proactive.
Sometimes they even defend what is undefendable, as if they are doing us a favor. And to me, sometimes it doesn't make any sense. Look at how many weeks it took the government to react on Imagine, look at the speed of light, the ex-minister case. Look at how in 24 hours they were rescued. Now imagine if it is the grandchild of the president that was kidnapped. What do you think will happen in the next 24 hours? Just imagine.
But we've also high-profile kidnappings. Currently, the former army spokesperson is actually in the den of the kidnappers. That's just one of the high-profile cases. We've also seen top military brass that has been killed in this whole, same kidnappers den and all that. So what's really going on?
So I feel sorry for the security agents at this time, especially the army. We've lost about 6 generals
I mean, just even before we came on, I was reading one vice chairman in one of the local governments within the southwest that was just picked up today.
I feel sorry for them because they are being killed in active service. This one, I don't even know his fate. This one
is a retired, spokesperson.
Spokesperson, yeah.
With a wife.
A major general. A major general. So that's why I said the security structure of this country it's I don't know. It has broken entirely.
Okay, now
and sorry, let me just finish my line of thought. So this APC government have been shouting state police, state police, state police. Okay, if you are saying state police is the answer
way forward, yes.
So what is taking you this long to implement that policy? Why is it taking this much time? When you wanted to change the National Assembly, we can see how the whole sycophancy of changing the national anthem. Within how many days we started singing the old one, not even the new one. If you are very serious about the security situation in this country, the state police, you would implement it with the speed of time.
Well, I think in the House of Assembly, the Senate yesterday, I think it was moved. The motion has been passed in the House of
How long have they been having this conversation? For how long is it going to take them another 8 years?
Makinde has just said that it's even a waste of Nigerians' time.
Well, to me, if you ask me, I think state police is the way to go. Let every state handle their security. Enough of this federal is not working. The security structure we have today is not working. It has failed us. So we need to strategize our security architecture.
So what indicators now should Nigerians watch for to determine whether progress is being made against insecurity?
That question too is tricky. So I feel the government, if the security head of chiefs, if they are tired, they can, you can look for competent people who are still energetic. We have technology-driven security system that you can also use to fight terrorism, fight insecurity. It's not going to be the traditional way of, the way we do it. Let's try. We can't be doing the same thing and expect different results. We have to try other things so that we can get different results. It raises concerns.
All right, thank you very much. Mr. Samuel Jimo is the chairman of the African Action Congress in Alimosho. He's a journalist and as well as a media practitioner. We want to say thank you so much for being a part of our program today. And we know very soon, we are going to have you back here in our studios. Thank you very much for being a part of our program today, sir.
It's my pleasure. Thank you very much.
Welcome back. This is the Burning Issue, and thank you for spending the last 1 hour with us on the program. And remember,